Thanks for joining us. This is AMECO Haber English service and you're watching our daily updates. I am Gaila Damu. Do stay with us. Tigrayan scholars and youth have urged TPLF to show commitment to the effective implementation of the peace agreement by supporting the efforts being exerted by the federal government. Brownwork Anna has the details.
Tigrayan scholars and youths have concluded a 3-day consultative meeting yesterday. During their consultation, they discussed the implementation of the peace agreement, the reconstruction efforts in Tigray region and their role in ensuring the country's development endeavors. Defense Minister Abraham Belay said at the conclusion of the meeting, the participants have reached consensus on the encouraging achievements being registered in the political, social and economic spheres due to the national reform. They have also agreed to transform the nation and fundamental changes in Tigray region. The minister urged Tigrayan scholars, the youth and the entire people of the region to strengthen their efforts with a view to bringing change and ensuring development in the region. Accordingly, utmost efforts will be exerted to strengthen the reform to the benefits of the people by ending subjugation, strengthening pluralism and promoting peace in Tigray. Abraham noted the government of Ethiopia is diligently working to bring sustainable peace in Tigray and the whole country, as well as ensuring prosperity. Stressing the need for Tigrayan scholars and users to support the government's ongoing efforts, he recalled on the users to discharge their responsibilities in ensuring development and peace in the region by freeing Tigray from the vicious circle of war. Noting that the government has been implementing the peace agreement with commitment, the minister urged all Ethiopians to tirelessly engage in reconstruction efforts. The participants of the meeting on their part called on all citizens to support the effective implementation of the national reform in order to benefit all, pointing out that they have been able to affirm the commitment of the government to implementing the peace deal. The scholars and users expressed readiness to stand by the side of the government for the successful implementation of the agreement. They also vowed to work hard with a view to sustainably ensuring peace in Tigray and enabling the people to benefit from the national reform. In the 8-point resolution they issued at the conclusion of the meeting, the participants expressed their support to the peace agreement and vowed to play their part for the successful implementation of the deal. They also called for the implementation of transitional justice and urged the federal government to ensure peace and security in the region by taking over various places, including the regional capital Mekelle, as soon as possible as per the peace agreement. Noting that the ongoing humanitarian aid delivery is encouraging, the participants also requested the humanitarian aid to be increased. They finally urged TPLF to commit itself to the effective implementation of the peace agreement by supporting the efforts being carried out by the federal government. They have also called on TPLF to refrain from acts that breach the agreement.
The United Nations Development Programme UNDP stated that it would support Ethiopia in building lasting peace in addition to the rehabilitation of the conflict-affected areas. Modomli reports.
We will invest directly in, as I said, in private enterprise, in job creation through MSMEs. We are going to do that. We are going to continue to help Ethiopia conserve its nature, so that future generations of Ethiopia benefit from it. And that can be a big boost to the economy.
In an exclusive interview with Ethiopian news agency, United Nations Development Programme Ethiopia resident representative Tarhan Saleh said the peace agreement will create opportunity for the country to turn its face toward development. United Nations Development Programme is hopeful that peace is taking hold in Ethiopia, the resident representative said, adding that this is Ethiopia's moment to break through and to achieve a level of development.
Without peace, you cannot have development. At the same time, without development, you cannot have peace. We have to recognize that. So we now feel, with the new reforms coming, with hopefully the peace taking hold in Ethiopia, this is Ethiopia's moment to break through, to achieve a level of development.
The resident representative said, as United Nations in the United Nations Development Programme, it is going to be very important because dialogue is important to addressing structural, political and other issues in Ethiopia.
The government has asked us to help as UN. UNDP is doing that. And it's going to be very important because dialogue, as many people were saying, are very important to addressing the structural issues, political issues, other issues in Ethiopia. So this is the package we're bringing to Ethiopia. We are going to be with Ethiopia all the way through.
United Nations Development Programme will continue to offer Ethiopia the knowledge, expertise and experience from other countries like Bangladesh, China, Korea and others.
So we will continue to offer Ethiopia our knowledge, our expertise, our experience from other countries, bring that to Ethiopia, like we're learning about Vietnam, we're learning about Bangladesh, we're learning about China, Korea, others here. We will continue to do that. So one is just advice, knowledge sharing, experience. We also play a big role in UNDP building institutions, as I was talking about, whether they're economic institutions, they're governance institutions, whether they're regional government, whether they're federal government. We can play a big role in building up the capacity of Ethiopia's institutions.
The World Tourism Organization, WTO, a UN specialized agency, has named Chog'e Mountains Eco-Village in Ethiopia among the best tourism villages 2022. Abebe Brahane presents the story.
Erwad learned that World Tourism Organization named the Eco-Village as one of the best tourism villages due to its driving force for rural development by protecting cultural and natural resources, traditions and community-based values, tourism products and lifestyles, and promoting and developing economic, social and environmental issues in all sectors. The village, found in the third highest mountain in Ethiopia, Chog'e Mountain, is located about 300 kilometers northwest of Addis Ababa in West Gojam zone of Amhara region. The Chog'e Mountains Eco-Village is a place where a unique tourism experience that combines environmental protection, community-wide tourism and unique tourism experience is held. A World Tourism Organization statement published on Monday pointed out that the best tourism village by UN World Tourism Organization recognizes villages that are outstanding examples of a rural tourism destination with accredited cultural and natural assets that preserve and promote rural and community-based values, products and lifestyle, and have a clear commitment to innovation and sustainability in all its aspects, economic, social and environmental. According to the statement, a total of 32 villages from 18 countries across the 5 world regions were awarded the recognition. It added that in 2022, a total of 32 villages from 18 countries across the 5 world regions were awarded the recognition. The villages were evaluated by an independent advisory board based on a set of criteria covering 9 areas. Welcoming the news, World Tourism Organization Secretary General Zurab Pololikashvili said tourism could be a true game changer to the livelihood of rural communities, and Best Tourism Village by World Tourism Organization showcases the power of the sector to drive economic diversification and create opportunities for all villages outside big cities. He added that for rural communities everywhere, tourism can be a true game changer in providing jobs, supporting local businesses, and keeping traditions alive. The award ceremony will take place in Saudi Arabia on 27 to 28 February 2023, back-to-back with the first presidential meeting of the World Tourism Organization network of best tourism villages.
You're watching AMECO Haber English service, and now let's proceed to News Beyond Borders. According to data from Kenyan government statistician released on Monday, Kenya's standard gauge railway trains ferried 1.74 million passengers in the first 9 months of 2022, up more than a quarter as compared to the same period last year. The Kenyan National Bureau of Statistics said the 1.74 million passengers are a surge of 28% as compared to a similar period in 2021, when the train ferried 1.35 million people. In 2021, the modern passenger train ferried 1.99 million people in total. This means that passenger numbers in 2022 will hit a new high as demand surges ahead of the festive season. Nigerian President Muhammadu Buhari on Wednesday submitted a $1.8 billion supplementary budget to the National Assembly for consideration and approval. The budget will increase the total deficit to 8.17 trillion naira and it is expected to be funded by domestic borrowing. According to a letter read to lawmakers by the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Femi Gbajamiamila, the supplementary budget is to address food security following devastating floods across the country as well as damage to the road infrastructure in water sectors. That's all the news we have for today. I'm Gaila Damu. Thanks for watching and stay tuned with the rest of our programs.